What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It is nice to see you again, and if you are new, my name is Nikki and I am a traveling photographer. My two companions, Moose and Switch, are my ferret and dog. They come along with me, and this week we are going to the triangular point in Tillamook Forest, and that is where I am right now. I'm about 30 minutes out to my destination, and then after that we'll be going to Hug Point, which is on the coast of Oregon. I hope you like this week's adventure, and yeah, I hope you stick around. So, ended up parking the car to like the side of this dirt road because there was like a really steep hill and it was super rocky, and there was a lot of really big dips in the road, and it just kept hitting the bottom of my car. Sorry, I'm a little winded. That hill was intense. And so yeah, it was like an 8-minute drive, and I'm really not driving that fast on this road, so it's probably gonna take me about double the time. I'm just walking the rest of the way there because I just didn't want to get stuck. The patch that I parked in took me a while to get unstuck out of, so I just wasn't sure if it was just going to continue to go uphill or like if it was going to flatten out and go downhill, which is exactly what happened. But I just didn't know what to expect, and I wasn't that far out. So I know Switch is happy to get out of the car. We've been in the car for a while, so he can stretch his legs. And I don't think this is a trail anyways. I think it's just something you drive up to, you know, see the scenery, take pictures if you take pictures, and then drive out. So I really hope that the scenery and the view is worth it, because this road has just been, it's been interesting, and a Prius is definitely not the best car on this road, but you know, we make do. So yeah, I'm really interested to see what this view is going to be, and luckily there's not like a ton of hills, at least right now, because that last one we went up was, you know, almost killed me. Okay, so we're not going to be making it to Triangulation Point because I've now been walking straight uphill for about 20 minutes, and I probably have another 15-20 minutes to go because I keep having to pause, and I am completely worn out. And Moose is definitely hot. He's panting, and ferrets don't really pant. Right now I'm kind of just standing in front of him, just creating shade with my body for him because there's no shady areas around us. So unfortunately I just don't have the right vehicle for this kind of path. But I'll definitely have to try this again later when I have a different vehicle next year. or just rent a vehicle, like a Jeep or a truck or something, to get up here and try again. But there was this like kind of side path kind of that you could walk up, and this is currently my view. Super pretty. We've just been kind of just relaxing here, but getting back to the car will be very easy. It won't take very long because it's all downhill. So okay, so we made it back to the car. Definitely went a lot farther than I expected, but I just wanted to show, like, it's really hot out today, and like right here where the straps of my backpack, and then like my back, it's just like so sweaty. It's so disgusting. But the littles are in the car now. I have the AC going for them, and yeah, kind of bummed honestly that I didn't get to see this view, especially after everything. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show you. It's just like how sweaty I got, and which is disgusting, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so I made it to Hug Point a little while ago actually. Just been walking the beach with Switch and Moose. I'm in this little cave right now because there's a structure. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a structure right there that I am currently trying to shoot. And so far it's going pretty well. It's just kind of been difficult getting the camera to focus on the rock structure in the very back. But overall, it's good, and I'm in this little like cave, so the sand is not pelting me, which is quite pleasant. And Moose is just asleep in my backpack. He was just super tired, and is not a huge fan of like hard wind, and it's very windy right now. So it's so stunning. I absolutely love the ocean. I feel so at home here, and maybe one day I can have a beach house. You never know. Okay, so I just came back from the beach, and I'm in a little bit of a disarray right now, a little bit emotional. So I lost Moose, and he was in my backpack sleeping when I was taking those photographs that I was telling you guys about, and he was dead asleep. And I have like a leash that is tied to my backpack that I typically hook him to, because he wears a harness, and I hook him to that leash so that way if he does fall out or jump out or something, then he would just dangle, you know, from his harness, but he would still be attached to me, and I would feel him, so then I could, you know, help him, or you know just keep track of him. But this was the first time I didn't leash him, because after I went and checked on him when I was putting my camera stuff away, he was like dead asleep. He was just like all curled up in a ball, you know, all tangled up and stuff. And tangled up as in the sense of like he was like, he like kind of twists his body, and like rolls up in a ball, and like that's how he sleeps. And so he was just like passed out, so I didn't leash him because I was like, oh well, he's asleep and we're not that far away from the car. Well, at some point between where we were and before we even got to the stairs he apparently had woken up, and maybe he was trying to like climb on my backpack, or I don't know. I don't think he jumped out because he likes being in the backpack, but I think he just accidentally fell and I didn't notice. And so when I got to my car, I went to go get him out of my backpack to put him in my car, and he wasn't there. And so I didn't know if like I had bent over like in the passenger seat, and so I thought maybe when I bent over he like fell out. And so I was checking the brush all around my car. I'm in a different parking spot now, so I can't show you, but I checked in all the brush to see if maybe like he went and hid. I checked under my car, all around my car, to see if maybe he was like in the foot space or something, and I just didn't find him. And so I went back to the beach with Switch and just started walking the beach, just backtracking our steps, and I couldn't find him anywhere. And so I was walking back, and I was still actively searching for him, and a lady and her kids were just sitting on the beach, and they saw me searching. And she saw me searching, and she was like, hey, like, have you lost a pet? And I said, yeah, my ferret. And they're like, she was like, well, we found him. And I just, this is exactly how I was. I just started just bawling, and I don't know if you'll ever see this, but just thank you. I'm just so appreciative. So if you're traveling with pets, especially small ones, just always be aware and always have them leashed or attached to you. And don't make the mistake I did. That was the first time I didn't leash him, and I learned my lesson. That will never happen again. I feel really bad. Mostly because I can only imagine he's really attached to like Switch and I can only imagine just the fear that he had. Not being able to do anything, like just watching us walk away and like not noticing, not knowing where he is. And that's why I'm really emotional still. It's because that's what goes through my head. So just be careful. Don't go through the same scare that I just went through. Moral of the story, leash your pets. But he's in the car safe. I just gave him so much love and just apologized profusely to him, and he's in the back creating a bed for himself. So it's all good, but yeah, just be aware of your littles. Okay, so now that I've had some time to kind of compose myself, since, you know, everything is fine and okay, what I'm doing now is waiting for the sunset. So the sunset, according to my phone, is at 9:03 and it is currently 8:27. So probably around 8:45, maybe like 8:40, about, you know, 10-15 minutes from now, I'll go to the beach and figure out where I want to set up. Moose is done for the night. He's tired. He's been tired for a while. So he's just gonna stay in the car. You know, at the mountains in Tillamook, it was like 80 degrees, but here on the coast it was 68 when I got here, and it's gotten colder since then. So it's probably closer to probably like 65, 63, somewhere around there. So I'm gonna leave the windows cracked for him. If it was hotter, I would just leave my car running with the air on, but it's not that hot out at all. And then Switch will come with me because I'll throw like ball with him since we didn't do that yet. And yeah, see if I can get any pictures of the sunset. I haven't ever taken pictures of a sunset with this camera yet, so I'm really interested to see how that's going to work out. I definitely want to give myself enough time to mess with the settings. Okay, so it was an absolutely stunning sunset, and I didn't bring my tripod, and then I wish I had because I wasn't able to take any layers, since without a tripod, you know, when I just hold the camera with my hands, like I move even unknowingly. Even when I feel like I'm being totally still, I still move. So hopefully they will turn out well, but they might just be too dark, but I can definitely play around with it to see how it goes. But that is basically the end of my night. I just have an hour and a half drive home, hour and 45 minutes, not super long. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out the vlog here. Thank you so much for staying. I hope you really enjoyed it. Obviously you did, since you didn't click out. And since you didn't click out, you should go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button. You know, I put out a video every single week, and every experience is different. So I love you guys tremendously, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.